This week's WWE SmackDown is set to be the go-home episode of the Blue Brand for SummerSlam. It will feature WWE's final build for the biggest party of the summer, and therefore many surprises are expected to be on the show. WWE has advertised a stacked lineup of stars for the night, making it an exciting event. The August 1, 2025, episode of SmackDown will take place at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The arena has a capacity of over 19,500, and it serves as the home of the New Jersey Devils of the National Hockey League. However, for tonight's episode, the current setup is: the venue has been a go-to spot for WWE shows in Newark since 2009. Over the years, it has hosted various episodes of Raw and SmackDown, including WWE's iconic PLEs, like Hell in a Cell 2009. The last time WWE was at the same venue was on July 10, 2019, to host its WWE main event. Fans who would like to experience WWE's last SmackDown before SummerSlam Live can purchase the tickets through Ticketmaster. A single ticket costs approximately $63.20 to $1,053, while two tickets range from $63.20 to $11,698.83. Tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown is almost sold out, with only a few tickets remaining. New Jersey is also set to host WWE SummerSlam tomorrow night. Therefore, fans have significant hype for tonight's episode of the Blue Brand. As a result, WWE did not find it difficult to sell out the show. As of now, WWE has announced two big matches for tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown. Also, a blockbuster segment featuring John Cena and Cody Rhodes is planned to take place on the show. Other than that, stars like LA Knight, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss are advertised for the event. Weeks after Cody Rhodes forced him to sign the Street Fight contract on SmackDown, John Cena is set to return to the Blue Brand to deliver one final message to the American Nightmare ahead of the biggest party of the summer. WWE has been advertising it as the focal point of the show. Therefore, some major angle could take place during this segment tonight. Other than that, Julia will put the Women's United States Championship on the line against Zelina Vega. It will be the Japanese star's first title defense in WWE since winning the title in June. Moreover, Damian Priest will also finally get his hands on Aleister Black following the weeks of heated segments between the two stars backstage. Additionally, Los Garza will host an open challenge for their Triple A World Tag Team Championship on the show. Besides, Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill are also expected to be involved in a face-off ahead of their title match at SummerSlam 2025. Subhasish Deb is a writer at Sportskeeda, India's leading sports and esports platform. With 3 years of experience in sports journalism, he has been writing compelling stories and analyses, covering trending news and its underlying aspects. His writing style is distinctive for its use of rhetorical devices, which allows him to elevate wrestling journalism beyond mere reporting. Deb has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports correspondent. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms and media outlets both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. WWE SmackDown is set to air live tonight, August 1, 2025, and fans are in for another action-packed edition of the Blue Brand as the company heads into the final stretch before SummerSlam 2025. As the road to the biggest event of the summer continues, WWE has stacked tonight's card with major matchups, high-stakes segments, and storyline developments that could shape the premium live event in dramatic ways. This week's episode of SmackDown emanates from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri, a city with a rich wrestling tradition and a fan base known for its passionate reactions and unwavering energy. The arena has hosted numerous historic WWE events over the years, and expectations are high that tonight's show will be no different. The broadcast is scheduled to begin at 8 p.m. Eastern Time live on FOX for U.S. viewers and will be available for international fans via WWE's global broadcast partners and the WWE Network on Peacock. With just over a week remaining until SummerSlam, the stakes have never been higher, and WWE has promised significant storyline developments on multiple fronts, especially surrounding the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, the Women's Championship feuds, the ongoing tag team rivalries, and the explosive Bloodline saga. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis recently confirmed on WWE's The Bump that several matches tonight will have direct consequences on the SummerSlam card, including title implications and contract signings. One of the marquee attractions for tonight's SmackDown is a blockbuster face-to-face confrontation between undisputed WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa, the self-appointed new tribal chief of the Bloodline. After weeks of ambushes, mind games, and Simone Street fights, Cody Rhodes will meet Solo in the ring for the official contract signing ahead of their SummerSlam title match. Tensions have reached an all-time high between the two as Solo looks to cement his dominance while Cody aims to preserve the legacy he finally claimed at WrestleMania 40. WWE has teased fireworks and chaos during this segment, and multiple sources suggest that other members of the fractured bloodline, including Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and Kevin Owens, may play a role in what happens. In addition to that confrontation, tonight's episode will feature a high-stakes triple threat match to determine the number one contender for Logan Paul's United States Championship. Santos Escobar, LA Knight, and Carmelo Hayes will compete in what promises to be a fast-paced and unpredictable showdown. All three men have had their sights set on championship gold for months, and Logan Paul himself is expected to be watching from ringside. While LA Knight continues to enjoy one of the most organically driven fan responses in modern WWE, Escobar and Hayes bring the athleticism and swagger to match him move for move. WWE officials are reportedly very high on Hayes following his standout matches with AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio, and a win tonight could catapult him into main event contention. Speaking of AJ Styles, he will also be in action tonight as he faces Grayson Waller in a continuation of their bitter feud that reignited in recent weeks. Waller, who recently aligned himself with Austin Theory, has been mocking Styles' veteran status and claiming it's time for the new generation to take over. Styles is looking to silence the loudmouth Australian once and for all, and insiders believe this match may be used as a way to build toward a tag team clash at SummerSlam involving Styles and a mystery partner against Waller and Theory. On the women's side, the spotlight shines on a much-anticipated non-title match between SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley and rising NXT call-up Roxanne Perez. This match came together following a backstage interaction last week, where Perez challenged Bayley to prove she could still hang with the newer generation. While the title isn't on the line tonight, it's being viewed as a litmus test for Perez and a statement match for Bayley, who is set to defend her championship at SummerSlam against Io Sky in what's being billed as a damaged CTRL implosion. Expect Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane to factor into the equation, as well as the ever-unpredictable Asuka, who has been circling the division since returning in July. In tag team action, the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and JD McDonough are set to take on the Street Profits as both teams look to build momentum heading into SummerSlam weekend. With Damian Priest currently holding the World Heavyweight Championship and Dominic Mysterio still carrying the NXT North American title, the Judgment Day has never looked more dominant. However, the Street Profits have quietly put together a string of impressive wins and have their sights set on reclaiming their spot at the top of the division. Tonight's bout may not have title implications directly, but it will go a long way in shaping the tag team landscape moving forward. Also advertised for tonight is a Miz TV segment featuring Logan Paul as the special guest. The Miz, who has been teasing a surprise for SummerSlam, is expected to press Paul on his next challenger and stir the pot following the triple threat match earlier in the night. While the nature of their current alliance remains unclear, fans can expect verbal fireworks and possibly a physical altercation if the number one contender decides to confront the Maverick face-to-face. Backstage reports indicate that WWE has also filmed vignettes involving Karrion Kross and Scarlett ahead of a potential reboot of Kross' character. After weeks of cryptic messages on social media and dark promos airing during SmackDown commercial breaks, Kross is expected to make a statement tonight or next week, and it could involve a surprise attack on a top star. While WWE has remained tight-lipped about the angle, insiders believe it will tie into the return of a rebranded stable, possibly involving Dexter Lumis and a female star from NXT. As always, WWE has been known to surprise fans with unannounced returns and shock angles, and with SummerSlam just days away, tonight's episode could feature unexpected cameos or last-minute additions to the premium live event card. There has been heavy online speculation that Randy Orton, who has been cleared for limited in-ring action, could appear in his hometown of St. Louis, although this has not been officially confirmed. Fans in attendance will certainly be on alert for the Apex Predators' iconic music to hit at any moment. The Enterprise Center is expected to be at full capacity, and WWE's production team has reportedly implemented several stage upgrades for tonight's broadcast, including augmented reality graphics and drone camera angles to test visuals for SummerSlam. The arena has a long history with WWE, dating back to the Attitude Era, and hosted the 2007 Royal Rumble, among other major events. Local media has reported strong ticket sales, and VIP meet and greets featuring stars like Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, and Bayley have already sold out. With the ongoing storylines colliding and alliances continuing to shift, tonight's SmackDown promises to deliver major implications heading into SummerSlam 2025. Whether it's the intensity of Cody Rhodes' confrontation with Solo Sikoa, the rise of a new United States title contender, or potential surprise returns from legends like Randy Orton, every segment tonight is expected to carry real weight. Fans around the world will be tuning in to see how WWE sets the final pieces on the board before one of the most important nights of the wrestling calendar. Stay tuned for our live coverage, match results, post-show analysis, and exclusive backstage updates following the broadcast. WWE SmackDown goes live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Don't miss it.